Welcome to Science by PW, presented by Artie Mam. This video covers a comprehensive look into the world of cytology. We begin our journey into Class 1, cytology. This is the story of the smallest yet most powerful kingdom in our body, the cell. Welcome to the world of cytology, where every component has meaning and every character has a history. Our cell kingdom journey starts in 1665 with Robert Hooke. He observed cork under his microscope, noting small, empty, honeycomb-like chambers. He named them cell, from the Latin word cella, meaning empty space. Hooke, the father of cytology, documented this in his book Micrographia. But remember, he saw a dead cell. Next, in 1674, came A.V. Leeuwenhoek. He discovered the first living cell, bacteria, in dirty pond water. He also discovered sperm, RBC, and protozoa, recording his findings in Secrets of Nature. Here are the fathers of cytology. Swanson is the father of modern cytology, A.K. Sharma is the father of Indian cytology, and H.J. Muller is the father of cytogenetics. Aristotle is the father of zoology, and Theophrastus is the father of botany. Let's trace the journey from a cell to the body. Cells form tissues, tissues form organs, organs form organ systems, and organ systems create the body. Purkinje named protoplasm, which Julius Huxley called the physical basis of life. Protoplasm consists of cytoplasm, liquid, and cell organelles, solid parts. In 1839, botanist Schleiden and zoologist Schwann introduced the cell theory. They stated that plant cells have a cell wall, but animal cells do not. Later, in 1855, Rudolf Virchow added the mantra, omnis cellula e cellula, meaning every new cell arises from a pre-existing cell. The cell wall is found only in plants, bacteria, and fungi. It is rigid with 0% water, and in plants, it's made of cellulose, the most abundant carbohydrate on Earth. The cell membrane, or plasma membrane, is a, quote, selective doorman, allowing only essential things inside. Singer and Nicholson proposed the fluid mosaic model for its structure. The nucleus is the boss of the cell, or the brain of the cell, discovered by Robert Brown in the roots of orchids in 1831. Fun fact, mammalian RBCs lack a nucleus, making them brainless, but camels and llamas are exceptions. The nucleus contains thread-like chromatin, which later forms DNA and RNA. DNA has a double helix structure, explained by Watson and Crick. RNA helps in protein synthesis and has three types: mRNA, messenger, rRNA, protein builder, and tRNA, transfer. Humans have 23 pairs, 46 total, of chromosomes, the key to inheritance. 22 pairs are autosomes, similar in males and females. The one pair of allosomes determines sex, XY for male and XX for female. The father's Y chromosome is responsible for sex determination. Here is a quick summary of cell wall compositions. Plants have cellulose and hemicellulose. Bacteria have peptidoglycan. Fungi have chitin, and algae have cellulose, galactans, and calcium carbonate. Here's an SSC special trick for remembering discoverers, CNP. Cl is Hooke, N-nucleus is Brown, P rotoplasm is Purkinje. Another trick is for nitrogenous bases in DNA and RNA. Purines are Ag, adenine, guanine. Pyrimidines are CUT, cytosine, uracil, thymine. Note that DNA uses T, but RNA replaces T with U, uracil. Schleiden and Schwann are the best friends of cell theory. Schleiden studied botany and plants, while Schwann studied zoology and animals. Robert Hooke's small cell discovery is the basis of our entire existence today. This is a blank scene showing cytology, 2 feet to indicate the start of the next section of the video. Welcome to Koshikapur, or Cell City. Previously, we talked about its history and the boss, the nucleus. Today, we'll tour the departments that keep this city alive. Fasten your seatbelts, as every employee here is unique. First is the powerhouse of the cell, mitochondria, discovered by Altman and Fleming, and named by C. Benda. It is called a cell within cell, because it's semi-autonomous. Cellular respiration happens here, producing 38 ATP, the energy currency. Without oxygen, only 2 ATP are produced. Next is the cleanup crew and suicide squad, the lysosome, discovered by de Duve. Also called the atom bomb or disposal bag, it contains acidic hydrolytic enzymes. If the cell is diseased, the lysosome self-destructs, destroying the cell, earning it the name suicidal bag. Meet the protein factory, the ribosome. It's the smallest organelle and has no membrane. Discovered in plants by Robinson and Brown and in animals by Palade, it's also called the pallid particle. Ribosomes synthesize protein, hence the name protein factory. Ribosomes come in two types, 70S and 80S. 70S is found in prokaryotic bacteria, mitochondria, and chloroplasts. 80S is found in eukaryotic cells like plants and humans. The traffic police and courier service are the Golgi apparatus and ER. Camillo Golgi discovered the Golgi apparatus, which packages and supplies proteins. In plants, it is called dictyosomes. The ER, discovered by Garnier, has RER with ribosomes and SER, which synthesizes lipids. Plastids are the kitchen and makeup room of plants. They were discovered by Haeckel and named by Schimper. Chloroplasts are the kitchen, where food is made with the help of magnesium. Chromoplasts are the makeup room, providing colors like lycopene for red tomatoes and anthocyanin for red apples. Leucoplasts store things like starch in potatoes and fat in peanuts. Other important components include vacuoles, the cell's pocket or storeroom, which are very large in plants. Centrosomes, discovered by T. Boveri, are found only in animals and help in cell division. Microbodies include spherosomes, glyoxysomes, and peroxisomes, which help in digestion. These components ensure the cell functions correctly. Let's review the census of chromosomes. Humans have 46, chimpanzees have 48, and dogs have 78. The greatest number is in the fern plant, with over 1260 chromosomes. Here are some SSC special tricks for memorizing discoverers. The AK-47 trick helps remember LD for lysosome de Duvet, RP for ribosome Palade, GG for Golgi, and MAB for mitochondria, discovered by Altman and named by Benda. Let's look at cell record holders. The smallest cell is mycoplasma, known as the joker of the cell. The largest is the ostrich egg. The longest human cell is the neuron. The largest human gamete is the ovum, and the smallest is the sperm. Here is a trick for remembering membranes. No membrane means RC, ribosome, centrosome. Double membrane is MNC, mitochondria, nucleus, chloroplast. Everything else is a single membrane. Welcome to the brain headquarters, the supercomputer of your body. We will explore it like an interesting story, where every part has a distinct personality and function. The nervous system is the body's IT department, divided into two main sections. The central nervous system, CNS, is the main server, including the brain and spinal cord. The peripheral nervous system, PNS, is the wiring, including sensory input and motor output subdepartments. The brain has three main floors. The forebrain, top floor, handles major decisions and includes the cerebrum, thalamus, and hypothalamus. The midbrain manages signals for seeing and hearing. The hindbrain, basement, handles basic functions, including the pons, medulla oblongata, and cerebellum. The cerebrum, the CEO of the company, is the largest part, divided into two hemispheres. Its surface has gyrus and sulcus. It has four lobes: frontal, logic; parietal, touch; temporal, hearing; and occipital, sight. According to sources, there are differences in how male and female brains work. Female brains are adept at multitasking, while male brains are better at compartmentalizing problems for solving them one at a time. Here's a breakdown of brain functions. The cerebrum handles thinking and intelligence. The thalamus registers temperature and pain. The hypothalamus controls hunger, thirst, love, hate, and temperature. The cerebellum maintains balance, and the medulla oblongata controls involuntary actions like breathing and heart rate. Here are some SSC special tricks to remember key parts. PONS stands for Pathway of the Nervous System, connecting different parts of the brain. Cerebellum's B is for balance, which is affected by alcohol. Cerebrum's brum is the biggest part, linked to intelligence. Another trick is for the hypothalamus, the high potential master that controls the master gland and all your feelings like hunger and love. To remember the four lobes, FPTO, use the trick. Face P tick-tock OK for frontal, parietal, temporal, and occipital. An analogy: the brain is a smart office. The medulla is the generator, breathing/heartbeat. The cerebellum is the guard, balance, and the cerebrum is the CEO, life planning. This scene introduces the topic of blood, the body's transport department. Welcome to the story of the body's busiest transport department, blood. It is a connective tissue that links the entire body. Let's start this exciting journey to the world of Rockport. The journey begins in 1628, when William Harvey discovered the closed circulatory system in humans, involving double circulation. Animals like cockroaches have an open system. The study of blood is hematology, and the study of the entire system is angiology. Blood is a colloidal solution composed of two parts: plasma, 55%, the liquid, yellowish part containing water and proteins, and cells, 45%, the solid part, including RBCs, WBCs, and platelets. Plasma contains important proteins. Thrombin and fibrinogen help in blood clotting. Albumin maintains the balance of salts and minerals. Globulin boosts immunity and creates antibodies. RBCs, or erythrocytes, are the oxygen trucks. They are formed in the bone marrow in adults, but in the liver and spleen for embryos. They live for 120 days and are destroyed in the spleen, the RBC graveyard. They have a biconcave shape,